King of the Monsters. That is a title Godzilla has rightfully earned from humans and from monsters alike. His unmatched strength and his abilities help him keep his kingly status among the beasts of this planet and among us mere humans. But there was a time when this was not the case. There was a time when another monster ruled the earth. There was a time when another monster, or race of monsters, claimed the title of king. If you venture out far enough into the Pacific, you'll find an island obscured by heavy storms, full of lightning and thunder, more dangerous than anything man has ever known. Very few know of its existence, and even less know it by the name of Skull Island. A place where God sends evil men to die, or that's what some people claim, and rightfully so. The creatures that inhabit this island are unlike anything that lives in our known world. Beasts from Earth's past, as well as nightmares in the minds of the demented, all call these lands home. Humans who live on Skull Island, for a time, battled day in and day out. The only goal is to keep themselves alive, not anyone else, not their families, not their friends, as there was no time for socializing. It was survival, day in and day out. That is, until the intervention happened. Enter the Kongs, a race of giant apes. The Kongs had seen the humans and for a time had acted as a predator of sorts. But due to their genealogy, that of which being them being apes, the humans had somehow managed to communicate with them and strike a deal. The Kongs would protect humans and let them thrive on the island in exchange for something else. And for a time, this worked. The Kongs would battle these unholy nightmares while humans constructed walls to keep the monsters out, so that they could thrive amongst themselves and live peacefully. However, soon a day came to collect. Though the Kongs seemed like benefactors at first, the humans of Skull Island soon began to realize that the Kongs had become tyrannical monsters of their own. They demanded sacrifices of villagers for food. Every day, the villagers would pick a handful of people to be sent to the Kongs so they could be eaten. Later on, the humans would be forced to worship the Kongs as if they were gods. This would not last forever, though. No. Soon, humanity would have salvation. A new race of creature had found its way to Skull Island, somehow getting past the giant storm that barricaded it from the rest of the world. These creatures were the basis of what would become Godzilla, of what would become the King of the Monsters. You see, Godzilla, like all members of the species, balance among the species of Earth. The Kongs wanted unmatched power. Naturally, the two clashed. The Kongs, even though they had the numbers and an entire island's worth full of creatures at their disposal, lost. The Godzillas were victorious. They did not touch the humans. They did not touch any other creatures. They simply left. They came, they saw, they destroyed, they liberated. But that was not the end. No, far from it. If you've looked into historical documents regarding the name of Kong, you likely know the name Carl Denham, an idiotic director. Foolhardy and greedy, always looking to make another buck to shove in his wallet. Yes, the greedy Carl Denham in 1933 had taken a film crew to Skull Island and had found the last of the Kongs. Still an adolescent, they dragged him and made him a show pony. Put him up on stage. He escaped, climbed the Empire State Building. Eventually, he was shot down. The Kongs were extinct. But the damage had been done. The world knew monsters existed. The old gods were returning. And though Kong may have been a king, Earth did not know of what would come in 1954. The true king was going to make a return. Godzilla was on the rise.